What a tale these walls could tell if they could. Interesting one would be tales of Antarctic whale-watching seals lying in the sun on the aft deck in Galapagos, as well as South Pacific exploration regions where the majority of us will never travel see when we dream. Hello and welcome to Z. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. If there is a more luxurious type of yacht, favored over all others on this YouTube channel, the Explorer yacht is required. Actually, in the boat building sector becoming increasingly more active since more and more people desire to be beyond the islands off the coast of South Florida or California, which is why I am ecstatic to show you this. Today's Yacht Ocean 7 is a boat with no purpose. Demonstrate her Explorer qualifications. Are worried and have a lot to contribute anyone with dreams of investigation, music. Let's begin with some important data. Ocean 7 was constructed in collaboration with the Dutch business Repack, who are among the top in the world Explorer yacht builders. She is 42 meters, 138 feet, long. And her beam measures 27 feet, or 8.4 meters. Obviously, an Explorer should be constructed from strong materials and the ability to travel a long way. And Ocean 7 actually has a metal hull as well as Caterpillar engines that can the yacht's 4-day range at cruising speed, 500 nautical miles. The captain gave me advice when we chatted that the average wind speed is roughly 9 knots, advisable for long distance travel such as a trip across the Atlantic. The clearly visible layout of the vessel displays her suitability for the world cruising, especially the main deck's aft deck, a deck designated for the jet and tender ski locker. The day of the shoot, we stored a 5 with a 1.5 meter tender being towed. Another one who was 6.5 years old. 2 jet skis are kept on deck too. These are readily launchable, and if you are rescued from this spot, just remember that you will want to visit a remote beach up close or explore inland areas through shallower waters. Water is an extremely crucial resource. Feature Ocean 7 is still a luxurious boat. Nevertheless, and a tour of her decks, the interior clearly demonstrate that her sundeck is roomy and welcoming. Includes a spacious bar area and a jacuzzi tub ideal for serving up cocktails with ice from the Antarctic and the Caribbean. We located down to the upper deck a large dining room with a back seat part where your relatives and friends might unwind as the table is being prepared naturally. The main deck aft follows, where there is a lot of room for tenders, music. Actually, the captain informed me of if you're crossing that distance, be careful. Is there room on this boat for both tenders? Of course, the deck and the jet skis. As soon as you reach your location, the crew will position the toys and tenders. There is still space throughout the sea. Now is the time for this big storage unit. There is room for the lines within, and the fenders, among other things. Take up a lot of room on the ship that don't actually need to be done when you're crossing the road, so you can use the Saint-Tropez to Antigua by yacht for the team, for instance, will insert the toys. They will build a balcony over the water. As you arrive by tender, furniture here can cross the back deck in a straight line. As well as into these stunning interiors, anything very hospitable exists. About Ocean 7's interior decor, a large, spotless marble couch area. The cozy woods come together to make a pleasant ambience where you can see views of the seascape in the area. A small tunnel to the starboard leads to once being the owner's study and stateroom, again energizing, cheery, breezy, and light such a perfect environment for after a day of scuba diving, sleeping somewhere in the distance, or to wake up rested and prepared for the day of investigation. Additionally, there are 4 below deck swanky spaces, dual twins, 2 doubles, as well once more, beautifully equipped, enabling passengers to experience pampered and cherished even after a trying time walking over Antarctic snow for one day or paddling a kayak along an interior canal. Obviously, a tri-deck yacht like this would be lacking without a comfortable The Sky Lounge as the ideal place to converse with your family and friends regarding your escapades of the day. Music, however, my suspicion is that the majority of this video will be quite helpful. I'm curious in the crew areas, as well as the technical areas, and this one among the most remarkable, in fact, characteristics of the yacht, music. The bridge has an innovative design that, being aware that many visitors want to people congregate here to watch as it relates to the most accommodating sofa, is this one. I've never seen a better layout on the abode of this size's bridge. Vertical business-like windows encircle the environment, and the equipment are straightforward, extremely noticeable, and functional. A tiny pantry called deport, and the captain's quarters. Recall that the skipper is likely to be with the adventurer. And the crew spending months aboard a while, so it's encouraging to observe how well considering this area is. Take a few steps down. Additionally, a gorgeous galley is present. Whenever the chef is present, it's a good indicator. Board praises the kitchen, and there is much to be excited about. From the 6-burner induction hob by Viking with a Melee 2-burner on either side, the cool chamber that originally held ovens sufficient food to sustain 17 people for Antarctica for a month, but oddly, the chef was particularly the specialized. Dishwashing is a delight. She used the galley up to 18 times. Occasionally, while the crew in the pantry has its own dishwashing station appliances, and speaking of the Ocean's crew, when they displayed, 7 were elated. Their accommodations, a pantry, and 3 staterooms and a diner, so that when fully crewed, a yacht can accommodate up to 10 crew. 6 in the crew cabin, 2 in the captain's crew quarters, and 2 more down. In these quarters for engineers, access to this is through the transom, and thus the cook was pleased with her kitchen. Likewise, his engine rooms engineered and properly, so brilliantly engineered, fantastically maintained. The skipper told me something fascinating, that they preferred not to rely on the opposite air conditioning to heating cycle the yacht in chilly environments, so they incorporated this boiler into the vessel. There might be a dedicated heating. I should add that even though the crew can be accommodated on a yacht, you can truly operate the yacht out of 10. Well, with a team of between 7 and 9 individuals, depending on your prerequisites. This yacht has the following: excels in a variety of ways. She can be utilized to have fun all day. Sunlight coming off of southern France that she can take you, just as she would today, on her own bottom, to the Antarctic. The Free Pack's entire design is popular, recognized as having excellent quality, and the ability to sail. The engineering team is simply wonderful. This is one of the rare instances where I found myself sending a message to acquaintances possibly curious about the yacht while we were recording, despite the fact that it's not me that if you are interested in, you should speak with this exploration boat. It's one of my 3 co-workers, Ed Dickinson, Sean Doyle, and West Sanford. They speak for the owner and currently displayed contact information. Thank you for watching.